Ryan Saddles here, and I have Al Rayo, VP of Global Sales at ScaleLogic. How you doing?
Good, Ryan. Good to see you again.
Good to see you. So let's talk about ScaleLogic, what you guys do, and why you're so different than other storage companies.
So one, the misnomer is ScaleLogic is just a storage company. So we do more things than storage, and even within storage, we don't have one single product. So we're never going to try to jam a square peg in a round hole. We make a SAN for high-performance block-level transfers. We also do high-performance NAS, and we support all levels of connectivity. So we have two products built on enterprise file systems that are open source, but we have our secret sauce on that open source file system to make it exciting.
So something you mentioned just a few minutes ago before we did the interview is you mentioned snapshots, and being a post-production engineer of many years, the ability to roll back or even go forward a little bit if you went back too far is just the thought of it is just, it's a fantasy for somebody like a production engineer. Let's just talk about that and how that can make the lives of an engineer easier.
Sure. So we offer like some serious enterprise features in an M&E NAS or a SAN, right? A lot of people don't have it in this space. Think about stuff that human error, like somebody deletes a file by mistake, right? And that file is gone. But if you have the snapshot capability, you just drag your file system back 5 minutes and you have your file back. Or somebody clicks on a bad link and you have a ransomware attack. Suddenly your whole system's down. Guess what? You just drag it and you drag your file system back to the snapshot and you're up and running like nothing really happened. Yeah, you lose that 5 minutes, right? But you're not down completely. Also, on the administrator level, you have the ability to set up snapshots automatically at every 5, 10, 15, 20, even 60-minute intervals.
All right, so another thing, as our industry evolves, people are using larger files, right? So then you think, oh my gosh, my storage is going to be full, my virtual volume, this volume that all my users are using is going to be full. And I've heard of volumes topping out at 8 terabytes, for example, and that doesn't work in today's environment in a post facility, especially a large, like a film environment. Let's talk about how you guys can go across multiple chassis at really large scale environments.
Sure. So on our SAN, we can actually scale out to zettabytes, and on our NAS, we can scale out to 8 petabytes on a single workflow. And the sweet part about it is you can have a complete 8 petabyte volume if you wanted to, so you can have a single global namespace. It's really not realistic, from a rebuild perspective, but we very comfortably manage up to 2 petabytes in a single volume. And we talk about petabytes like it means nothing, but that's a lot of data for one single global namespace. And it's because of this feature we've been able to close some pretty significant size deals in town. Yeah.
Yeah, so months back we did an interview with you guys, and I actually had the honor of seeing your testing lab essentially from behind from Bob, and it was just really nice to see that you guys have a true testing, like a scientific type environment, which I think it obviously means a lot to a customer.
It does. We actually have a testing lab with 2 petabytes of storage on site, and all the workflow tools, the best of breed tools, are actually installed in that lab, and we're constantly optimizing and tweaking our file system specifically for the media workflow and testing and evolving with the workflow tools out there. We encourage even our reseller partners to use that as a pre-sales tool. Like, hey, rather than buying a demo, you could just remote in and see how ScaleLogic SAN or NAS can work with any and all tools that your customers are using. So that's, I'm excited about it. It's a pretty cool feature. And we continuously evolve. We recently got a Western Digital all-flash device that we're testing on, and we have some exciting stories to tell from that lab perspective.
All right, Al Rayo, VP of Global Sales at ScaleLogic. Thank you so much for being with us, and we'll see you soon.